Briefly to NASA politics as well and bring in William Oduor here. Is it your fear that nominations won't be free and fair in NASA, Mr. Oduor?
Before I answer that, Janet, I just need to clarify something that I talked about earlier, especially when you raised the issue of the rush for presentation of papers. As ODM, we did submit our papers much earlier. We actually submitted our papers in December. So that rush really does not in any way impact us. And I also would like to respond to Kangata's concern and your concern really around ODM postponing the dates from the 7th to the 13th. That was informed by the fact that a good number of schools would be closing on the 7th, and we didn't want to interfere with the school calendar. And the 7th of next month, I think, was going to be a Friday, which was going to interfere with the Muslims and their prayer day. So that's what informed the postponement. Now, back to NASA politics, and I just want to wade into the interesting Jubilee Nairobi gubernatorial race that is unfolding. I would like to say, and listening to the two gentlemen, I think they are in denial. I see a divided Jubilee party, and a divided Jubilee party is actually again for NASA. As NASA, we already decided on our candidate for Nairobi, and the fallout between Peter Kenneth and Sonko is likely to bolster our bid for Nairobi gubernatorial seat. So that's good for NASA. Just to come back to your question on the NASA politics and the unfolding scenario, especially with the nominations, I do not foresee a serious problem. In fact, as NASA team, we are a little wiser than we were in 2013. We lost a good number of seats because in the process of running for various seats, we divided votes. This time round, the leadership, NASA leadership, has made the decision that dominant parties in particular areas will be allowed to field candidates in those respective areas. And as a consequence, I do not foresee the kind of fallout that we experienced.
Have you ruled out direct nominations in NASA, Mr. Oduor? Is that something that's been ruled out in your view?
I wouldn't outrightly rule out that. I mean, it is provided for in various parties' constitutions, so that is a possibility. I personally do not encourage it, but it is a possibility. It is in the ODM constitution, it's in the WIPA constitution, so that's not something that I would rule out at this point.
All right, that's all the time we have for this moment. Thank you all so much for sharing your thoughts. Stand by for more on Citizen Extra. We'll be right back after this break.